I'm Idiotech, and this is You Should Play, a series where I recommend games that I've been enjoying because you might enjoy them also. Today's game is Shapes and Beats. It's brought to you by Berserk Studio, and it retails for $19.99. Now, that may seem expensive to some of you, but trust me, this is one of the best games I've played this year. I absolutely love this game. In fact, I just beat it, and I want to talk about it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how the game works. I'm going to show you its various modes and things it has to offer. And then I'm going to shut the fuck up, frankly, and play the game and let you experience it. Now, that's for two reasons. One, it's incredibly difficult to talk while playing this game, and I've already tried to do that and failed miserably. And the second reason is the game's about music, right? That's what the game's about. So letting you hear that music and see the game in action is the best way to demonstrate it, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is just quickly show you what the game has to offer. Now, one proviso: if you do have epilepsy or some kind of photosensitivity issue, you may want to not watch this video, because in fact, don't play the game, because it does have a lot of flashing lights and things like that. Now, I'm not sure how this works, but it does offer a photosensitivity option. So if you go to settings here and you go down, it has photosensitive mode. I don't know what that does, so I can't advise if you do have these issues to buy the game, but you may want to look into that if you're interested. Now, the options menu is pretty basic, you know, as you'd expect. It's a 2D game. We have some controls over here, again, very basic. Now, another thing, I would very much recommend that you play this with a controller. It functions better with analog stick, and that's just how it is. Very simple controls. You move around with the analog stick and you dash with the B or A button. Very simple. Also, this game is very, very difficult at times. And, you know, you may just want to experience the story. So, if that's the case, you can turn on casual mode. You get an extra 2 hit points. And I've tried it, and trust me, it makes the game a lot easier. So, with that out of the way, what modes do we have? We have story. This game has a full campaign with the story mode with some great characters. It's very compelling. I enjoyed it a lot. We have challenge mode. So, if I go into here, we have local co-op, we have public, we have friends, and we have community room. I've been playing a fair amount of public recently. Not a huge amount. There are people with tons of points. As you can see in the top right-hand corner there, we have beat points. You get these points for playing. There's a lot of people playing this game, and it came out a couple of months ago maybe, and it hasn't sold all that well. Like, it's got a decent number of reviews on Steam, and overwhelmingly positive reviews at that, but there's still a ton of people playing this. So if you jump in, you can easily find a public game, which is great. When you play with 4 players and you die, you can get revived by those players, which is kind of nice. It makes the game a little easier, and it's fun to play with other people. You can also play it locally with your friends if that's what you choose to do. Okay, so you have those modes. You also have playlists, which allows you to go through and play all of the levels that you've beaten, which is cool, and try and get better ranks on those, all the way up to S rank. And then you have party mode, which is non-stop music, and it's super easy, right? It's like casual. So you just stick it on and you play with your friends. It's a fun game, guys. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in, I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to let you experience the introduction to this game. Now, in my opinion, that's an absolutely fantastic intro. Not only are the visuals brilliant, but the animation's great, the characterization's great. As you can see there, our little blocky friend is being sucked away by the tide. It has a wonderful art style. It has fantastic music. The gameplay is sublime. It's just fucking great. Like, seriously great. And this game goes on for quite a while. I'd say it'd take you about 3 hours, depending on how hard you find the game, to get through the campaign. And you can also play it on casual mode if you find it hard. And then on top of that, you can play it with your friends. You can play it online to try and increase your score. It's just a ton of fun, guys. The only barrier to entry I think there is right now is the price, which is $20. Now, for some of you, that's going to be too much for a game like this. And for others, it won't be. You know, that's entirely subjective. Whatever the case, I highly recommend you put this game on your wish list. Highly recommend. It's seriously one of the best games I've played this year. I love it. I know it was a bit of a strange way to demonstrate the game to you. There are other levels, obviously, that are not boss fights. But I thought the boss fights were the best way of demonstrating the mechanics to you and to show you some of the cooler moments in the game. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it to you. Please, whatever you do, just add it to your wish list, even if you don't buy it right now. It's a wonderful experience. I recommend it to everyone. It's just a wonderful experience. I can't recommend it enough. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.